So you got your perm, confidence is up, you're feeling fresh, but you want to make sure that you treat your perm with perfect care so that it looks best and also lasts very long. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you do not shampoo or condition for the first 72 hours after getting your perm. You also don't want any water to touch it, you don't want to get sweaty or anything like that for at least the first 48 hours. And I explained this in my other video explaining on how to get the perfect perm. But yeah, after you get the perm, basically what happens is you have these bonds that are restructured. So you have the hair bond. So this is what it looks like when it's straight. And once it curls up, it's going to look like this because now it's able to curl up like that. A lot of people believe that if you use shampoo or any type of hair product, it's going to break those bonds. And so as a result, it's going to become more straight. And so you're basically ruining the curls and you're ruining the perm that you paid for. Now there's a lot of debate online whether water does anything. Honestly, a lot of people say that water doesn't do anything. A lot of people say it does, but I would just say stay safe and wait at least 48 hours before you sweat, get your hair wet, shower, or anything like that. Now that we're on the topic of shampooing and all that, you want to make sure that you're shampooing at the right time. You do not need to be shampooing every single day if you have a perm. The reason for that is once your hair is more curly or wavy, it's harder to hold moisture in that hair, especially because your hair is damaged. And so because of that, shampooing every single day is just gonna ruin your hair. It's gonna strip out all of the oils in your hair, and so as a result, your hair is gonna look frizzy, it might even look straight. I would say a good rule is that the more curly your hair is, the less often you should shampoo. As you can see, my hair is a bit more curly. It's like between curly and wavy. A bit more curly though. Because I got tighter curls, I would say that if you have hair like me, you should probably only shampoo once every 2 or 3 weeks. You don't need to be shampooing so frequently. You'll also notice that once you shampoo, the day after, your hair usually looks terrible. So that's why I don't shampoo too frequently. Now if you don't know how to shampoo, you basically want to get the shampoo, put it in your hand, and you want to rub it. You want to emulsify it, and you just want to dig in with your fingers. You don't want to use your nails, you just want to use your finger, and you want to basically massage your scalp. I would say massage it for at least 30 seconds to a minute, and then after that you can wash it out. You also don't want to use hot water, it's just going to mess up your hair. I would say probably use cold or warm water. Once you wash out the shampoo, that's when you want to condition. Now, because I have very curly hair compared to how it usually is, I condition every single day. If I condition only once, maybe every 2 or 3 days, the days I don't condition, it looks so bad. It looks so frizzy. It looks like a straight mess. A good rule is that you want to condition more frequently if your hair is more curly. And the reason for that is, as your hair gets more curly, it's harder to retain moisture. And so if you condition more frequently, it's going to counteract that. You're going to be able to have more moisture, and that's going to eliminate any frizz. And you always want to condition after you shampoo, because shampooing is going to remove the oils and conditioning will add those oils back into your hair. If you don't know how to condition, basically what you do is you get the conditioner, put it on your hand, rub it like I said before, you want to emulsify it, and you sort of want to dig it through the ends of your hair. You want to put it on the ends of your hair. You don't want to put it on your scalp because you don't need more oils on your scalp. Usually the ends are the parts that get dry. So I would say just run your hair through all the ends of your curly or wavy hair, your permed hair, and make sure that the conditioner is all over those strands, because those strands are damaged, and so it's very likely that if you don't condition, your hair is going to be a frizzy mess. Now you might be asking, what shampoo and conditioner should I get? Well, I would say that the safest answer is probably Native. Now Native can be quite expensive when it comes to their shampoo and conditioners, but they have great products. They have very short ingredient lists. The Native products have no sulfates, parabens, silicones, or anything that's gonna completely just ruin your hair. So I would say that Native is a safe choice. But honestly, any company that follows those guidelines of having no sulfates, parabens, silicone, anything like that, any company that follows that rule should be a good product. Me personally, I use the Native volumizing shampoo. However, I use the Pantene strengthening damage repair conditioner. Now a lot of people like to poop on Pantene for saying like all their products are terrible. Pantene is not even a bad company. They actually have some good products. And this conditioner that I just mentioned is good. But yeah, just for rule of thumb, you don't want to get a shampoo or conditioner with sulfates, parabens, or silicone, because you don't want to completely strip the oils out of your hair. Also, if you use a 2-in-1, I don't know what to say to you. You're cooked. Like, your hair is absolutely cooked.
Put yourself on a plate. Flip yourself over. Put a little seasoning on yourself. Because you're cooked.
I don't get how people think that you can shampoo and condition at the same time. Like, that just doesn't make sense. It's like the equivalent of saying that you can wash your hands and moisturize it with the same product. Like washing your hands takes away the moisture, and then you have to add lotion after. It's like the same thing. Like, how can you even do that? The next thing is that you don't need hair products. I feel like a lot of people online just overhype hair products. You don't need hair products once you get a perm. Now obviously you're gonna need hair products if you have straight hair, if you want volume. But once you have a perm, there's like no point in using hair products because you just have natural volume because you got the perm. You know, you have the curls and you have the waves. Maybe your hair looks a bit better if you use a mousse or curl defining cream, but those products haven't worked for me. I've tried the curl defining cream and my hair looks way worse than how it looks when I just come out the shower. The only product I would understand using is a leave-in conditioner because I understand that dryness can be a big issue after getting a perm. But other than that, you don't really need hair products. You're getting a perm for a reason. You just want that volume, and if you're getting that volume naturally, once you get that perm, then you don't really need to be buying $50 worth of products. As long as you're taking good care of your hair by shampooing and conditioning properly, then you should be fine. Now you got that perm and your hair is completely damaged. So you do not want to add any further heat to your perm. You should not be blow drying on high heat at all. It's just gonna make your hair way worse. Your hair is already damaged. And so if you're adding further heat, which can add more damage to your hair is going to be cooked. Do not do that. If you are using a blow dryer or diffuser, you wanna make sure that you're blow drying on low heat. This way, it's gonna minimize the chance of you further damaging your hair. I think that the best way to dry your hair anyways and style it is you just go out the shower, you get a towel, and you just scrunch like this. You just scrunch your hair, and after that just let it air dry, and I think it looks the best like that. It's gonna minimize breakage and the curls are just gonna set perfectly. So now that your hair is growing out, it's getting to the awkward stage. You have some straight hairs coming in, you have some straight hairs on the sides and backs, but now you have curly hair on the top, so it looks very unnatural. Now I think that the safest way to deal with this awkward time between perms is that you want to make sure that you're getting a low taper or something like a burst fade. Now getting a low taper means that your sides and back are going to be quite short. It's going to be like a skin fade around that area. However, it's going to leave the hair on the top quite long so you can keep those curls. Low tapers are also perfect because they grow up perfectly. It gives you that shape that other haircuts don't give you. Because once you get that low taper, it's going to grow out. The fade might be gone, but it's going to grow out like this. It's going to give you that shape and body. The sides are going to grow like that. The back is gonna grow out like that. Also nice if you keep some bulk at the back, it's gonna look tough. You can also just get a burst fade, so maybe if you're trying to grow out a mullet, burst fade would look tough. Maybe you're trying to get the J. Joe haircut or something like that. Yeah, then go for it, get a burst fade, but I think that the safest option is getting a low taper. And when it comes to the top, you wanna make sure that your barber knows that when you're cutting the top, you don't wanna cut too short. You don't want them to cut off all the curls, because then you're just gonna look whack. I would say probably cut your hair so that it's at least maybe just below your eyebrows when it comes to the front. I think that's just personally what looks best for most people. You don't want your hair covering your eyes though. Like, I used to have hair covering my eyes, and looking back it just looked terrible. Like, you gotta show your face, you gotta show your eyes, you gotta show the girls like who you are, you know, you gotta show that you're handsome, you know what I'm saying? If you follow all these tips, it's very likely that your perm is gonna be able to last at least 6 months. You also want to make sure that you watch my other video because it gives even more tips on how to get the perfect perm. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and peace.